One of the gold scalping EAs I trade reached the 20% target on trading.com, which guarantees me $1,600 profit and scaling to the next stage. But recently I saw a massive difference between two of my live accounts after my team and I made a small change.
But this is something I've always known.
I always knew I had to make this change, but I ignored it for such a long time, and you will be surprised how different the results are and how much more profitable this EA is now. Several times more profitable, not a few percentage. Several times. But before I show it to you, please take a moment to check if you've subscribed to the channel. It's a quick one-time action, guys, costs you nothing but makes a huge difference, because the more subscribers I have, the more opportunity I have to test more and more EAs on real accounts, so everyone who follows my videos will always be able to trade the best EAs out there. So thank you very much for that. Here is the trading.com account with the broker fxtrading.com, and I'm talking about the happy gold. And here I had the recovery version. You can see that the profit is $2,077, which is enough to reach the 20% target. And what you will notice is that somewhere in here after mid-March I have doubled the lot. So it was trading with 0.45, then I doubled the lot, and the first trade after increasing the lots went on a loss, but then all of the rest were profitable trades. So why did I double the lot? This is the scaling method we started to use in algo trading space, and it works really nice. So when you go to the live results or to the funded trading results, on every page there are the rules that we follow, and here is this account with the happy gold that reached the 20% target. And if I show you the rules, you will see our procedure of demo testing, back testing, how much we are trading per account, a lot of things we shared publicly. But on trading.com, our strategy is that we target initially 1% a month, which is very achievable for most of the EAs we trade. And once we make 5%, we just double the lot to make 2% a month, so that we can reach the target much faster. And with this account, with the happy gold recovery, you will see that it pretty much aligns with the strategy, because it actually took 366 days to reach this target. Yeah, I know you will say that's 1 year, but it is what it is. You have to be patient, you have to go slowly, so you're not losing the accounts. And we're taking every month new accounts, so we are now to the point where every month we actually reach a few targets, a few accounts, and a few withdrawals, and we're just waiting for the prime scalper to reach the 20%, and then the ranger is below with already 13%. So patience is a key factor here. So going back to the platform, if I show you the inputs, you will see that the order risk was set to 4. Initially it was 2, and once we made some profits, I increased it to 4, which increased the lots, and I reached the target. However, I decreased the recovery. I believe it was 1.5 or even a little bit more, but I decreased the recovery because the initial lot is high. So I wanted to make sure that if there is a loss, just like what happened here, the next one trade will not be too big, because if it's also losing, I'll just lose the account. In this case, you'll see that the next trade was just 0.85, a little bit less than 0.9 because it's auto risk, and then it was a profitable one. Not trying to recover that loss, but just, bring some more profits, and then more and more profits, which were enough to reach the target. Now if I show you the trading.com platform, you'll see what that means. Once I make the 20% target, and that's $1,000 account I purchased, once I make this 20% or I make a profit above $2,000, I'm able to withdraw 80%. And yes, they pay out. I never had issues withdrawing making that profit. No limitations of which expert advisor I'll be using as long as I stay within the 10% drawdown. That's why we go slow with 1% per month target, then we scale it to 2%. The drawdown of 10% is also static, something very important, and then 80% out of that is $1,600. And once we reach that, we pause the algo trading. Even though it's the beginning of the month, we pause that and we'll just wait for the end of the month, and then in the next month we will start stage 2 again with the low risk 20k account, and again we will target this 20% where again we can withdraw 3,200 because it's 80% of 4k. And then on the next stages the profit split decreases, but obviously the amount grows, and the total minimum net profit we can make is $40,000. And why I say minimum? Because I can choose not to pause the happy gold now, but to leave it trading until the end of the month. And if I make more money, I'll withdraw 80% profit out of that. However, the main goal here is to scale to the next stage, so I make sure to pause it, wait the next month, and start the new scaled account. And here is the kicker. Why do we have so many profitable trades? Not just with the happy gold recovery, but also with the happy gold scalping. If I show you the live results with the happy gold scalping, you will see that on the 8 cap account it makes already above 8% a month. And if I show you the track record, you will see that the recent trades are just profitable. So many profits in this 1k account that we withdrew already above $1,200, so that's more than the initial deposit. But like I said at the beginning, we've made a change with my team that I wish we've done so much earlier. We have put the happy gold scalpers and the other gold scalpers on a very fast VPS with a location close to the server of the broker, and look at the difference. So that's happy gold scalper EA is already trading on the Xionyx VPS, which shows a latency of 1.44 milliseconds at the moment. So that one is with a location in Japan, because the server of this live account we have is in Asia, and we've got servers in the UK, in the US, and in Asia. So depending on the server of the broker we want to trade with this fast VPS and the closest location to the broker server. And the change we made was because of this screenshot we made with Marin when we compared the 2 live accounts. So on the bottom is the 1k live account, and I want you just to focus on this last trade that opened at 13:35:34. It is the highlighted one above. So this one was the 1k account on the fast VPS with the low latency. It traded 0.16 lots and it made a profit of $207. Now the upper one is the 5k live account where I was trading the happy gold scalping, and then I added a few more EAs to make it a premium portfolio, which is also public on the website with the results. But look at that, this account of 5k was trading 0.54 lots and it made just $32 as a profit. Okay, here the smaller account was trading 0.16 and made above $200, and here with 0.54 we made just $32. It's not a small difference, guys. It's not double or triple, it is many times difference, if that sounds correct in English. And then we moved the big account immediately to the fast server, and then if I just show you another screenshot where we compared it recently, you'll see that the results were already different. I've requested a withdrawal of $1,000 from this premium account, and now this recent trade that opened on the 31st of March, look at that, 0.6 on the big account made $1,000. $124, and then 0.17 on the 1K account made $28, which just makes much more sense. The previous trade before the withdrawal, 14:44 and 51 seconds, the same trade is in here, and the big account with 0.59 it made $145, and the smaller account with 0.16 it made $57. So moving the gold scalpers on a fast VPS close to the location of the server of the broker was crucial. As I said, I always knew this is important. I just never had the time for it because I'm obsessed from trading more and more EX on more and more accounts. But this small change we made was crucial. I wish I did it earlier. My portfolio would have been so much profitable because of the gold scalpers. But, you know, it's never too late to learn something new or to experiment with something, and I'm very happy that the gold scalpers and especially the happy gold is much more profitable now. It was profitable before, but as you saw, times more profitable it will be now. So thank you very much for staying with me until the end of the video, guys. And before you go, check out this video on my side where I explained in details why I scale the trading.com account, which resulted in passing the 20% target, and I'm going for the next stage from the next month. As always, trade safe, don't forget I love you. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.